So one day, I do want to make sure someday, eventually, in my streaming career, I want to do a marathon stream, like a 24-hour or more stream, where I draw basically as many Pokemon as I can, unless I can come up with a better idea. Like, my stream has nothing to do with Pokemon, so it's not like a great pick, but it's just like, it's a thing everyone knows, everyone can relate to, and Pokemon have cool designs. What I was saying with Pokemon, yeah, I would be very into doing a stream someday, like a long 24-hour stream, where I basically see how many Pokemon I can draw in that much time. And I did a little bit of math one time to be like, if I tried to do every Pokemon, how long would that, like, in 24 hours, how long could I spend on each one? And I don't think I ever came up with a conclusion for, like, all. I instead looked at, like, yeah, let's do one of those. I instead looked at, I think all the Pokemon that are in Sword Shield, I think it was, that I went with. What is this? And it was like you have to draw like a Pokemon every like 10 seconds or something. I don't remember what the numbers were. If you wanted to draw all of them in 24 hours. And that is a lot, especially because I'd have to also get reference. So I was thinking today, something that you could do, if I want to, is I could maybe set up like a slideshow almost, that plays like one new image every 10 seconds, and I just have it up, and I have to draw whatever's on screen, and if it changes, I have to go to the next drawing. I think that would be fun. Using it as reference. Yeah, a slideshow of references. So it would force me to like just go to the next one. It'd be really silly. What is this? Is this what is this what this guy looks like? This is not good. If you're wondering if this is good, he got that booty. He do have that booty. At least he does today. I don't know if he normally does. I also don't know if they have a gender, honestly. I think they probably do, just like word of God wise, or other characters referring to them, but I don't think that, like, there's no way, like, they don't speak, right? So who could possibly say? There's no one to confirm nor deny. I think about that in a lot of games. Just like, nah, doesn't say anywhere. So remember, the only thing that's canon is that something literally happened, such as somebody saying something. That doesn't make it true. It just means someone said it. It's the only thing that's actually canon. I don't know. I know I've talked about this on stream before. It's like a weird fixation I have. I don't know. But yes, I would love to take some time to talk about my Shadowrun character that I've threw together. I'll be streaming Shadowrun on SideQuest Live, my friend's Twitch channel. I believe they're also on, they used to be affiliate, but they turned it down after a while because they didn't think it was really worth it for them. And now they do simulcasting on YouTube as well. If I'm not mistaken, that was like a main factor. They decided that affiliate technically says like you aren't like allowed to redistribute your stream like within like 24 hours or something like that. I don't remember exactly what the wording is, but apparently if you read the legalese, according to my friend, they were like, yep, I'm not allowed to stream on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously unless I'm not affiliated. So interesting situation. So they decided to turn off affiliate, which is cool. It's like an interesting choice. Anyway, I don't know if it's helped since they did that, but it was a choice they made at one point. And yeah, so I haven't been on the streams in a while because they've just been, the time of them has been conflicting with other responsibilities, other scheduled things. But there's going to be a new stream on Thursdays. We had the sort of session 0 last week, and I came up with my character Radio, and it was the first time I had been using my VTube avatar at the on stream. On their stream, I should say. I've been using it on my stream, clearly. Let's let's also get rid of this friend. I'll keep them. They're taking up a lot of space, and we'll also add a little bit of. Maybe we'll just wait it in. Anyway, I'm excited to play that character because I really like the idea of like VTube role playing. I'm sure people must already do that. Like it's such an obvious use of the technology. But as an artist, I would. This is our trial run. Oh no. You're going too much into speed and not actually drawing the thing. We should be drawing them in our style, to be fair. Good point. Charmander is pretty big. I don't know what these arms are doing. They're just gonna hang at their side. Okay. What are you? That's not a Pokemon. I mean, it looks like a Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. If somebody was like, "This is my fake mon," I'd be like, "That's a pretty good looking fake mon." You're telling me this is a real one, though, huh? I'm like only half joking. Like I'm pretty sure that's a Jigglypuff Prevo, but I mean, Jigglypuff didn't have a Prevo in Gen 1, and therefore it doesn't really exist. I'm a baby. Gotta love me. Real quick, like, fill that in. No. I should be on Alakazam already. So are you saying you succeeded in, like, one, maybe? Maybe. I'm not drawing Alakazam. Let's be honest with myself. The odds of me drawing Alakazam are very low. Is this what Alakazam looks like? Wait. Is this Kadabra? This is Kadabra, right? I don't know, apparently. So, fun fact, everyone. One time, I did a full, with apologies to Popka's stream, monthly challenge. Now, that doesn't mean anything, with apologies to Popka's. Popka's is was I don't know if it's still going. We'll come back to you. You have potential. We'll come back to you later. Who is this Spiritomb? Spiritomb's not a real Pokemon. I'm sure someone's like, that's my favorite Pokemon. And, like, that's fair. That's fair, but also, I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know what this is supposed to be. So, I don't know what it's supposed to be, is really all I'm saying here. I wonder if I set the time to the correct amount. I mean, maybe that's been 6 minutes. I have no clue. I can't actually add the green, is what I'm noticing. Right? Like, they're gonna get chroma keyed out. And then there's a rock down here. Anything that I don't color in, you should just assume I colored in green and it got chroma keyed out, right? Who's this? This is the middle stage everyone forgets, right? Like, I know Gabite, I know Garchomp. What is this? No, wait, no, this is Gabite. It's like Gibble or something for the previous, for the young one. Gibble's great. I like Gibble's design a lot. I have no like connection with Garchomp or its line. That is I know purely by reputation that Pokemon, and it's cool. It's got a cool design. My favorite Pokemon are all based off of like emotion. I think that's true for a lot of people. Oh, yeah, nothing happened there. You get to go in the Kazam pile. Next. Who is this? This is Gallade? Okay. I didn't realize for the longest time that Gallade was gender-locked. I didn't realize there were gender-locked Pokemon for a long time. And that was something I really respected about Pokemon for like really long. I thought, oh yeah, one of my favorite things about Pokemon is that there's no gender locking. You can have a male Gardevoir. You can have a female Machoke. That's awesome, right? And then it turns out, no, those ones are just weird. Those are just some weird ones. I actually do quite like Gallade. Gallade, one of my earliest successful Pokemon the Trading Card decks had a Gallade. And there's nothing special there. It's just like, turns out that card's really strong. And it's like, one of the starter decks had it. So, you didn't get finished either, huh? We're just gonna start layering them like this. Who's this? Ooh, I love Litwick. Litwick is adorable, and I love them. I don't know when I first like heard about the Chandelure line, honestly. I have memories of wanting to pick up a Litwick when I played a fan-made role-playing game. Basically, they like statted out every Pokemon, so they had like its own sort of like dex or monster manual. And I am the kind of player to study that kind of thing, so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go intentionally try and find one of these, which I think is kind of a Pokemon thing. Like, at least anime-wise, it probably isn't actually a thing you would do in the games. I mean, maybe a little bit. Like, oh, there's one here, let's go there, right? But that's something I can imagine characters doing in setting. I'm just like, oh, I want to go to this forest because it said that these are there, right? Like, that's cool. I'm into that. That's a fun concept. I don't know. Who are you? Are you Aggron? Agrius? Something like that? I'm just gonna finish this drawing instead. This is a cool, like, prompt, though. Like, there's definitely something I can do with this. Where I just am like, I have a slideshow going. And, you know. That's it. Is it yellow? I don't have reference anymore. That's funny. The idea of like, oh, you can take as long as you want, but you will not have reference if you take too long is actually kind of a funny idea. Ah! Who do we have now? I don't know what that is. Sorry, I don't know you. Oh, you got cut off. Okay. I'm gonna put you somewhere better. How about here? There we go. What is this thing? I don't know what this poke is. I mean, I do know what it is in that I know that it is a like a fossil Pokemon. I think it's the original, not the evolved version. of the fossil poke, but I don't actually know. I don't know its name. I don't know what gen it's from. Don't know anything about this guy. I like this drawing I've done though. It's pretty fun. Yeah, no, I'm into that. Little pinchies. Colors are very gray. I'm just gonna color you gray. Who's next? Oh, that's the like I cannot think of the name. And I am thinking of something I don't want to say. So yeah. I certainly don't know its name. I know you best from I think there was a card in the card game that was pretty cool. I would play basically purple decks, and I say purple because that's sort of like how the energy worked, right? Is it was more of a color than it was a than anything else, since they combined a bunch of types. So purple, it's psychic energy, but it was also what you used for poison. Mon were purple, Ghost Mon were purple. I think it's just those three. So those are really fun. I like those. So did I just combine something? Oops. Dang it, I messed up. Cut, paste, deselect, merge down. What is this? This is like a legendary thing. I don't know what this guy is. This is like Dialga or something. Maybe the other one. I think it's... Is it Dialga? I don't know. I don't know this gen. I don't know. I don't like this design. Like, I don't know what's going on here. It doesn't look like a creature. I guess it's supposed to be a dragon or something. It's just, it's too complicated. People talk about how, like, when people make legendary pokes in, like, Fakemon style, they get too complicated very often. And maybe that's true, but, I mean, there's precedent. Like, look at this mess. I'm not going to win a lot of fans by bashing Pokemon designs, probably. Like, I mean, like, what the heck? What are you doing here again? This is the same one. No, next. Hey, it evolved. That's the, I'm just going to skip you. I don't care. Hey, that's a fun one. Yeah. Little ghost friend. Yeah, I love my ghost friends. I'm a fan of ghost types. Not all of them, but like, I don't even know. Like the evolution I think on this one is kind of boring. And a lot of like classics, like I have no attachment to Gengar, but I do think Chandelure is like one of the coolest designs, period, in all of Pokemon. Again, I don't know if I just found it because I was looking through that like thing and I was like, oh, this looks like a fun one. Like, for example, Whismur. I actually really like Whismur. And largely that's just because I was looking at like the zones that I was gonna be in that role-playing game, and I thought, oh hey, that looks likely to be relevant. That looks like it'll be good enough and be available based on where I currently am in the game. I'm gonna go looking for one. I never found one because it was a role-playing game and we only had like 5 sessions before it wasn't really feasible to keep playing. You know, like you do with role-playing games. That's just what happens. If you haven't played a role-playing game, that's most of it. It depends, obviously, but, you know. You can't just sit down and play the game. You need to have everyone together and a GM and all that good stuff. So this is, what? There's Snivy. There's Superior. I don't know what the third one is, and I think this is the third one. Like, it's the second one, but it's the one I didn't name, is what I'm saying. I don't know if that's correct, but that's sort of what I think is going on with that guy. So that's cool. Who's this? Oh, this is that green monkey. So there's apparently a whole cycle of monkeys here. I don't know them very well and or at all. I recently heard that they are supposed to be about something. or maybe the pre-episodes, they're like see no evil, eat no evil, barf no evil, something like that. I just probably offended somebody, and that being a very important saying to them. I'm sorry, I don't know it from anything other than just like tropey baloney, so it doesn't mean anything to me. If it originates from something very like sacred and important, which, you know, it might not. I don't know either way. That's what I'm basically saying here. Yeah, I'm not drawing this. I don't know, right? It's been completely not overshadowed, but like co-opted by. I literally don't know what this is. I've never seen this Pokemon before. Sometimes I like over exaggerate the idea that I have never seen a Pokemon, but I don't recognize it at all. I would guess this is like the baby, not the baby. Baby is a whole type. The like basic form of. No, I actually have no idea. But it's cute. I actually like this design a ton. This is a fun design. I like my cute pokes, you know? Like, we're gonna have to go yellow on you just so that you actually show up. Is that showing up or not? Okay, no, that showed up. Good. Yeah, it's gonna be all yellow because we can't do the green. And oh, that one. Okay, so I like this one. I don't know why I know it. I think I just saw it once. Again, probably in the card game. Most of my experience is from the card game and from like just pop culture knowledge. Because the card game's good and has a very strong digital client. Legitimately, right? Like the digital client is well put together, and you can just play that game for free and have a good time. You do not have to get sucked into the microtransaction baloney, or not even microtransaction. It's are all digital versions of collectible card games inherently microtransaction games because the physical version is effectively a microtransaction game? I never really thought about it, but I guess that's kind of true for collectible card games. I don't know what the rest of this guy looks like. I'm just gonna do that. Cool, we'll come back to you later. Maybe. Who is this? Is that Wooper? I think I know this one. Okay. Wooper is an axolotl. Is Wooper the, like, evolution of Mudkip or not? They look the same, so I would guess so, but I don't actually know if that's true. I guess I should say, I haven't played much Pokemon. I've played no Pokemon is the amount I've played. That's not true. It's true enough that you might as well say it, but it's not really true. This is really cute. I'm gonna move this up a little. Oh, did they have a tail? I don't know if it had a tail or not. This is Gotharita, or whatever the like baby one is. I don't know why this line has 3 stages. Usually I'm like, oh, every Pokemon should have three stages, or should have like basic stage 1, stage 2. But this one just feels like it doesn't really change enough between each stage. It's just kind of a bigger dress every time. I really like the potential of this little baby, and I don't think that they really went anywhere interesting with it. Is my memory. Again, I don't know Pokemon well, so I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure these are orange or something. Again, I don't have reference anymore. As soon as it's gone, I'm like, nope, don't remember. This is Ampharos. I don't know why I know Ampharos either. Everyone loves Ampharos. I think I know Ampharos mostly from like pop culture. People love Ampharos for some reason. I think it was like important in the plot line of one of the games, so people like just kind of knew it well. But I don't get the hype. I guess it's like an electric kangaroo. It's a very, very weird concept. Which, I mean, I like weird. I don't know. I should probably like this thing. It just doesn't do anything for me. It's just like, oh, cool, a Digimon. You know, like I don't know what to say about this guy. And also, like, doesn't it start as a electric sheep? Isn't that its jam? Is that it's like, oh, cool, it's the electric sheep joke, right? Do androids dream? But then it turns into like a kangaroo. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I do know its name though, so hey, that's more than most. Hey, it's Lapras. People like Lapras. In my series where I drew all the Pokemon from memories, I didn't really explain that that's what I was talking about, did I? Yeah, I drew the all the Gen 1s from memory, which means a lot of them are me going, I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna draw something funny. Not all of them, but a lot of them is that, which is cool. Anyway, in that series, I decided that Lapras is a snail, actually, which, like, it's not, but it's kind of a snail. It's like a sea snail. Like, obviously snails don't have these, like, finny things, but also it's a Pokemon. It's allowed to be different. I think it's a snail. Which is silly, but it's fun to, like, stand by these silly choices, you know? Standing by silly choices is fun. Is that Lapras? Oh, I didn't give it its shell. That's the problem. We were just talking about it being a snail. Hey, it's that guy again. Agrius. You said Agrius last time. Yeah, I stand by it. You don't think their name's Agrius, do you? No. Of course not. So why did you say it? No. Oops, I messed that up. So you're just ignoring it? Yep. I'm just ignoring it. So this idea of the slideshow, I think, is a solid idea. It looks like the implementation in OBS for slideshows is kind of crap. So I'll probably have to get a different program to do it, but that's okay. This is a good trial run. I'm, like, happy about this. Hey, it's Bidoof! We love Bidoof here. Bidoof, I have a story about Bidoof, actually. So, Bidoof is a poke I like a lot. Again, because of that role-playing game. So I played a role-playing game with my friends. It was a fan-made thing. And in that game, GM was like, cool, so you're walking by the stream, you see some Bidoofs playing. Like, he really wanted to just, like, fill the world with Pokemon, right? Like, he wanted it to be sort of like a Pokemon Snap game. There's just Pokemon everywhere doing stuff. Not fights, just like, yeah, they're just there. So he mentioned that there were some Bidoofs. And I was like, I don't know what a Bidoof is, right? Because I didn't know what a Bidoof was. And he was like, it's this thing. And he showed me. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Basically, the consensus was Bidoofs are stupid. Which, you know, that's because they are. They're dumb. But, like, you know, this is, like, silly Bidoof thing. But the thing that stuck out in my memory about Bidoofs is that we had this conversation that went, what's a Bidoof even, like, evolve into? And I was like, I don't know, probably, like, Badum. And I just have remembered that this whole time. Like, yeah, Bidoof evolves into Badum, obviously. Which, like, I actually really like Barrel. So, I don't know, like, because of that experience, I cared more about Bidoofs in general. And then, so every time a Bidoof, like, came up in pop culture, I was like, yeah, it's Bidoof. It's the one that transforms into Badum. I love it. So that's fun. You know, we got a Magikarp here. I didn't get to draw Bidoof, unfortunately, but I'm not gonna go back. It'll probably come around again. Oh, no time for Magikarp. This is the guy Trico evolves into. I don't like Trico's whole line, honestly. I'm kind of anti-grass starter. I mean, a lot of grass starters are the best in the region, in my opinion. But generally speaking, I'm a water kid. So, you know. not, I don't know. I almost said that like it was like they're my rival. Like that's not true. Fire would be my rival. Wait, that's not true. No, what green dress would have been my rival. Shut up. That's my point is that's not relevant to what I was saying. But I actually recently went through and I went through every gen and looked at all of them and said, what is my favorite starter from this gen? And I had a pretty fair mix of all of them. I wasn't like super biased towards water. But yeah, some people just really like grass. All of the grass ones is like the cutest ones. And I'm like, nah. What did I draw? This is not a poke. Okay, so we've got Scrafty. Scrafty's cool. I don't really know what their jam is. Other than them being like, hi, I've got pants made of skin. I have skin pants. That's it. I know them as the guy who has skin pants. Which is just like... I mean, that's just Pokemon for you, right? Like, if Pokemon have clothes and their design, I'm gonna always assume it's part of their body. Because... where else would they get those clothes from? Which is not true always. Like, I grew up with the, like, complete Pokemon handbook. So I actually didn't even realize it was, a video game for a really long time. I just knew it as this, like, fictional handbook of Pokemon. I know. Weird childhood. But it's true. And, in it, Machoke has the description in the book has Machoke. It says like their belt, if they didn't have a belt to like modulate their strength, they would basically kill themselves. Like they're too strong for their own muscles or too strong for their own skin. They'd burst out of it like someone bursting out of a shirt, which is literally what you see them doing, right? You can see their arms are all torn up. It's gross. Ugh, I hate Machokes. From a design standpoint, I'm sure they're all actually in terrible pain, and you really shouldn't hate people who are in pain. It's not their fault. But the point being is, no, that belt is not, you know... Muna! I love Muna. Muna is one of my favorites. Again, this favorite comes from the idea that I played the Pokemon card game. And the Pokemon card game, Musharna was really fun. But the point being is I opened one of these and I went, this is adorable. So, even if Musharna wasn't super, like, interesting, I don't think it's amazing, but it was really fun to build around. I enjoyed playing them a lot, so therefore I liked, they're good. They're good because I liked them. But Muna's just adorable. I love Muna's design. It's just this, like, balloon pig. It's so cute. I love a Muna. I think I have some really interesting, or I have very weird, I guess, opinions about Pokemon, because I don't have, like, anime attachment, I don't have game attachment. Some Pokemon, people are like, oh yeah, nobody remembers that Pokemon. That Pokemon, like, nobody thinks about it. And I'm like, I love that Pokemon. What are you talking about? And it's because it's not based on, like, an event in the game. It's not based on... you know, the anime. It's purely based on my experiences. And my experiences are very different than other people's. They are either based on the card game and what I happen to open, or they are based off of that role-playing game I was part of. Which, again, that's just whatever my GM threw at me or what I saw in the book. It's such a I have no idea what Muna looks like, apparently. Apparently, I don't know what Muna looks like. Wow, I legit don't know what Muna looks like. Holy crap, I messed that up. That's fun. This is gothy again, I don't know. What is there to say about this one? Oh, it's a bird. I don't get the birds. I like birds well enough in, like, real life, but, like, none of the birds interest me in the entire game franchise. They're all just birds. And, like, I've had this conversation recently about, like, the idea of, like, that Pokemon is just X. Like, it's kind of an unfair argument. there were some animals I wish there was a Pokemon that was just that animal, and it wasn't that weird. Like, I wish it was just kind of a normal version of it. So, it's not super fair of an argument, but also, the birds are just so uninspired. They're just really, really boring. That's all. I don't know. So, what is this? Starly, maybe? Is that what this one is? Oh, wow, it's Mewtwo. Is Mewtwo supposed to be based on something? Like, Mewtwo's not really an animal, huh? I guess if you look at a lot of the first gen, they weren't animals that much. Like, a bunch of them are animals, but not all of them. I decided during my Let's Draw Every Pokemon series that not Mewtwo, but Mew is a cat. So, yeah. You know. I didn't have anything to say about that. That's just true. Ooh, that might be all the time we have for today. Which is nice, because I'm getting tired. And I want to see my girlfriend. It's Raichu! My Raichu in that series is awesome, by the way, if you were wondering. So that all said, this is all the Pokemon. This is 100% of them. I definitely drew all the Pokemon today.